there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero! Yeah, there's 5 seconds left now.
Thank you very much, Paul. And here we have Game 3 coming up. Team Liquid versus IG. So far, the series has been pretty crazy. Game 1, a bit of a masterclass from IG. Game 2, very much a masterclass from Team Liquid. Similarities success within Game 2. Switching it up.
Yeah, it seemed like Liquid already knew that this Ember was going mid, so they wanted to have a counter pick ready for the lane matchup, and then if that hero is also good against the enemy's second core, you can kind of just snap finger it. I think this played right into what Liquid were hoping for. OD is good against Wraith King for a couple of reasons. First of all, you can burn his mana with the Arcane Orb to steal his int away so he can't use Reincarnation, and you have a save against a single target stun, so pretty nice hero matchup. You're gonna see IG move in, but Liquid are in good position. This smoke will not work whatsoever. And well, I gotta say, going forward in this tournament, like under the condition, let's say Liquid would win this game. What is interesting about this team in comparison to other teams is that their first phase, there seems to be a couple of respect bans against this team coming out that other teams don't run, really. The IO we've only really seen success with from EG. That's one ban that you kind of have to ban. We're seeing them ban Lycan against Liquid. If this Spectre of theirs is starting to be so comfortable for them that they also first phase it, Liquid is going into every draft with a comfort pick. That, you know, isn't even necessarily that meta. It's just something they run extremely well. It's definitely not a common first phase pick. On IG, on the other hand, IG's hero pools are very big, and they always get something they want. They're starting to not the same impact on that Monkey King. Liquid identified they can play around it with enough vision.
Nonetheless, IG still picking up every draft very early on. Maybe we'll see him have a bigger impact here in this Game 3. Another interesting hero as well, one that we have seen a few times already, but Q on the support Phoenix. And I know in the past you've been a bit of a Phoenix fan. So what makes Phoenix so good in situations like this, do you feel? You could afford to pick it that early on.
Well, when did they actually pick it? Was it third? Fourth? They picked it fourth.
Oh, it was fourth, actually.
That was actually fourth. I don't think it's a hero you can pick that early, but it brings great team fight, mainly. That's what they primarily use it for together with the Monkey King. And I think it has nice synergy with Ember's Chains. It's a low cooldown, the slight change combination later in the game. Low cooldown, lockdown that allows you to hit Sunray, it allows you to hit the Fire Spirits, and allows to set up for a Supernova because they're rooted so they can't hit the egg. It's pretty nice. I think it's a classic combo that IG have been running a couple of times that they like. Sunray is also dealing a lot of damage bottom. Actually, Bobica close to bringing down MC. If forced to Shrine or go base.
Oh, look at this. GH, though, with this wraparound, has found XXS in the jungle. And GH, he's just going to give him the right click. Chase down. One more down. GH gets the kill. A man that had an excellent ending to Game 2. With Echo Slam plays off to a fantastic start here.
That is so huge for Shaker to find this type of kill. The first blood gold on this hero almost gives him Arcane Boots minute 2. He is even able to steal this big troll, Dark Troll Summoner here. You can't ask for a better partner. Almost level 3. This is very big for Team Liquid already. And this time around, Spectre once again having a great laning stage. And the mid lane is heavily OP favor. This time they've picked Miracle. Flat out just a stronger lane match.
Against the 7-0 at the moment.
This'll come in handy.
OP, I mean, we'll have a Boca coming across OP. I'm wondering how much help IG will be able to offer OP in this mid lane. Do you expect to see a lot of heroes look towards it, or is it going to be tough?
It's not the easiest. I think it gets a lot more possible when Monkey King hits level 3. So you have Tree Dance and Boundless. He did start out with Jingu for the bottom lane to zone out the Legion. Bobica is going to do whatever he can here, but it's not really too much to do.
as
GH
well.
is hanging around still.
Yeah, always looking for that position to get behind if anything kicks off.
Snatched from your grasp.
Both safe lanes at the moment, both Timberman and Burning finding equal amounts of farm. Neither receiving too much pressure at all. Even with the Legion on the bottom, mid lane. Nice Fisher blocking for GH. In fact, he stands his position. Make sure OP has to take the long way around. And again, just ensuring that Miracle has a better and better time in this mid lane, keeping the Ember away from getting any of this wave CS.
Yeah, that's a Shrine Force as well. Both are coming in. GH. Good Fisher. He's just buying as much time as possible here. That's another 7 seconds they have to wait to get to their shrine, just being super annoying.
That block, I mean, yeah. GH, as I said, incredibly impressed by his play in game 2, and so far, I mean, you've got to be scared of your IG. It certainly feels like this man is going to be on another bit of a run here in game 3. Plays like this already coming out in the first 3 minutes.
One difference that we haven't noted too much yet is Darkseer is out-farming Legion a lot. Darkseer obviously has the choice of being more effective in the jungle. He's one of the fastest junglers in the game if he gets forced out of lane. So what XS is going to do is that, alright, he'll tougher a little bit, give Crystal Maiden some space to jungle, and now he's coming back, getting level 5 right away. So he's actually even on experience with Matu, who's been pretty much solo up here for a long time. This is a lane that Spectre has a very hard time playing, especially when you go phase first. There's still a lot of regen on Matu, but that could very quickly be burned through with a couple of Ion Shells every wave. You will need to either buy Ring of Health or get some help.
I mean, are you kind of surprised that Mind Control's been forced out of the spawn lane so hard by a Phoenix and Wraith King, or is that combo just really strong against an offlane Legion?
Well, they did start with Monkey King there as well.
They did, but I need fifth lane quite beyond.
He was their first play that forced Mind Control back the first time. And then it's a bit hard to come back. I'm actually surprised he didn't go for the Shrine play and then come back right away. Try to keep the Monkey King there, but I just thought it was more important to get straight into the jungle and get going. Iron Talon's up. Bit quiet right now.
GH just trying to see if he can take anything from the side pull. Mid lane. Baboka trying to pick up some experience whilst the Ember backs up and looks to clear some of the side camps. So really showing respect to the power of Miracle in the lane at the moment. Bottom lane, here we go here onto Q. Let's cook with the dive out. Will be safe. Burning tries to finish off the large creep, but the overwhelming odds from Mind Control secures the gold for Liquid.
And if the previous games are any indication of how the series is going to go, this is the best early Liquid has had, I think. So that looks very good for them relative to previous game. Oh, Kuro. Ooh, XXS. Not in a bad vehicle here. That's looking a little bit scary for a moment. He will get out of there. So now the question is if Liquid will... If they play on a similar level to the previous game, I think they're looking very good already in this one. But that was such an outstanding performance in the last game that I'm not sure they replicate it again. And a very type of lineup they're facing as well. This time Burning on a completely different type of hero. XXS also very, very different. Darkseer, I don't know if I've even seen IG play at this tournament yet. Their lives on the line, they're definitely doing something different.
And the pressure, you mentioned
Man, you might as well save that
man
energy.
isn't really a threat at all at this stage.
Their structure.
Man having a very, very nice time in this lane and getting the solo XP as well, not needing support back up.
He's being out leveled really hard though. This is what Darkseer can do against the melee lane like this. He just pushes him into the tower and farms side camp every time it becomes available.
Lane needs to go on to Burning. Then straight away the focus there with the Balance Strike to hold it out. He's going to Primal Spring into this one though. Liquid with 4 members down here surround the Monkey King, take down Baboka. Now look towards Burning. Q now turning up to the fight, trying to hold back the rest of Liquid. Burning being slowed down, still yet to hit the 6, does not have Reincarnate. So Liquid. Massive rotation. Timberman coming in, getting involved in 2 kills, but nonetheless on the enemy carry.
And the key reason they're able to make this play is that Ember is destroyed in mid. He's not level 6 yet on the Ember Spirit. The Darkseer had cooldown on Town Portal, so IG actually couldn't bring more heroes than what they did. And Liquid with the first pawn, they're very, very good at using pawn as a team. I think they're doing an excellent setting up for Matumba top lane. Mind Control.
Looking to punish here, IG moving in, but there will be the TP reaction from GH. Meaning that IG cannot get away with that dive. Lane, another bit of a go, mate, onto Miracle. And success. Big kill for them there. Miracle offensively farming on that high ground. Some
crucial to get OP into the game here.
Without the motion has had in the laning state.
Ember is also a very integral part of their lineup because he kind of sets the whole, he brings lineup together, so at least he has Link Dagger, which I am imagining Burning will go for that somewhere down the line, but for now Ember needs to be the engage that sets up the Darkseer, that sets up the Phoenix, that sets up the Monkey King ulti and Boundless Strike. So giving him a good position in this game is...
The Remnant onto Matumba, they're going to make a go here, OP joining in with Baboka, but the trees are getting broken and it kind of messed up the initiation. At the same time, it's actually top lane where Mind Control got in. Successful duel onto Burning, killing the Wraith King again. That's Burning down for the second time. Before he hit 6, he was so close. But Liquid really prioritizing the right opponents.
Brought in Miracle for that play. Very nice. Unexpected rotation probably for IG that OD will show up in the top lane for that kill. And I like this a lot from Miracle. Going for the Treads double null into Atos instead of going a greedy build up like Midas. I think Core Staff is still a good choice in this game as well, but the logic behind Atos, of course, getting that on the Ember so he can't jump out, be able to set up a couple of nice kills. It's also good against Phoenix Icarus dive, so multiple purposes here for an Atos.
Burning, if he goes down again, this could be a third time before he hits the 6. He's on the retreat, he needs backup, but he will get it from OP and Baboka. Trying to cut off the rest of Liquid, but the Hawk Force there from Matumba that jumps past the fight, gets H's in there with the Echo Snap to lock down a second. They'll find OP as well, and Liquid, they get themselves a third. Double kill from Matumba, man. And these series with Liquid, it really there's something special about the game 2 where a turnaround from Liquid comes in, and then they come into the game 3 looking like a totally different team to what we saw in game 1 already. 7-1, 9 minutes in. This is looking to be a huge disaster for IG. Burning going down 3 times, and he's still not level 6 9 minutes in. He hasn't got that reincarnate. The net worth difference is just getting increasingly out of control.
It's actually super surprising that he isn't level 6 9 minutes in. I'm not sure how this happened, because they did force out the Legion like we talked about early on. He should just be getting solo experience and they can pull. Even the Phoenix isn't 6 either yet. I don't know how much he was leeching bottom. It looks a bit out of sync from IG compared to what we've seen in the past. And what their lineup desperately needs right now is the mechanism on Darkseer, and they need to start coming together. They want their level 6s on Monkey King and Phoenix, and especially the Wraith. Well, not especially, he will get it now on the Wraith King, but their teamfight potential is definitely there. It's just not online yet, and Liquid are exploiting it as much as possible. That IG's lineup has not come online yet. And this is a pretty big advantage that Liquid have built.
Dire Tower's under attack.
You want to go down as well, man.
Too much about raiding bottom tower, could you?
Didn't expect very good timing on it. Radio. This fourth gold already on space. And cheers. The fish up. The potential, but they'll get out
Dire
themselves.
Tower's denied.
Bottom lane, OP came in to look towards Matumba. No decision to fight though. Matumba man low on the man up. Avoka jumping forward. The promise bit spring onto Kuroki. Boundless Strike and the vacuum back, they'll take. Get the CM.
Only way that could have gone.
Something favoring IG, well, only just a little bit. That killed GH very close to a Blink Dagger. This is going to be a very quick Blink Dagger for a support shaker.
Definitely. GH has had a really great game.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
XXS is actually top of the net worth. We haven't talked too much about how rich the Darkseer is getting, but of course he hasn't really been involved, and he's just been farming, pushing the top lane, farming the camps. So his mechanism is on the way, and he's very high level as well. XXS almost level 11. And on Darkseer, more often than not, I think you prioritize just getting the level 4 kill before you start skilling your talents. So I'm imagining picking that up here on 11. Q is level 6 in mid, Boboka is level 6. They're also 6 on Wraith King. This is when IG's lineup has potential, but the laning stage has crippled them really hard. Both Ember and Wraith very, very far behind. So Darkseer has to deliver. There's a lot of pressure on XXS to not get caught out. He needs to get the mech off. He needs to get a good back wall. And then things can go crazy. So smoke coming out. You want to go for Miracle, as we talked about, doesn't have any escape mechanism.
There we have it. Lead in with the chains. There'll be TP reactions already though. And this may buy enough time for them to turn back in. Wukong's command laid down. Miracle will be held in the ultimate. Oh! Wall from XXS. He says, I'm the carry now. Top of net worth, turns up to the fight and sets up something beautiful for IG. You mentioned he needed to do it, and he outdid himself there, Sin. That was absolutely perfect.
Really great combo there from IG. It's one of those moments where, you know, it was no play, they were all there. Liquid are trying to save their OD because it's a big pick. At the end of the day, it's... You just need to cut him there. Like, the setup from IG is just so good that this fight can't be taken by Liquid. The superior team fight there, definitely showing its strength. But now there's cooldowns on IG, so Liquid, they don't lose their tower. They lost a couple of kills, but they will have a little bit of a power play here in the next minute and a half if they do want to play aggressively. No wall, no Monkey King ultimate, no Phoenix ultimate.
Here we go, GH with the blink. And
And immediate
with the reveal. Him and mind control. A lot of pickup protection. Hiroki joining the force as well. Burning does have that reincarnate around a shrine. Could be a hard target to go for. There will be chance for reactions to come out from IG though. So if they can do it twice. Here we go with the lead in. Definitely be able to bring him down once. The question is if they can do it second time. Well, they've got the full 5 man. They may just... Are they just going to let Burning go? IG do want to contest this. Horn's going to be popped. They're coming in, looking for the super. Can't quite get it off though. Q has to back away. Oh, still not there for 20 seconds. He's going to fall down. Jewel will be there in return onto XXS. They take the second. Liquid still with the very stronger power with the full 5-man for Poker, able to just jump himself away out of the Echo Slam.
Pretty much the exact same play, just with the other team. This time it's Liquid finding the core that IG can't defend. Yep. They do want to help him because this Wraith King ultimate is such a big cooldown and so important, but they don't have the tools ready. They try to funnel in some assistance, but as you said, Supernova on cooldown, totally different story if it isn't, but Liquid playing with the knowledge that it was used. Instant smoke. A very good strategic move from them to try to take advantage of the key cooldowns that IG's lineup has.
And that is putting Tummerman dangerously close to having that relic.
He's
very
rich
quick
this
timing.
game.
Yeah, 13 minutes in. It's it feels really like a... I think it's the best start he's had on the Spectre. We've seen in the games, even where he wins, he always gets punished early on. A lot of pressure being put his way, but this time round, just something about the laning stage that's allowed him to be exactly where he would hope to be. Picking a Spectre and getting the free farm, getting involved in a lot of action. It's again, looking to be the best performance from Liquid in terms of an opening in the series.
I'm curious what the win rate is when Spectre is top net worth minute 15. I think the hero must have an absurdly high win rate, just because if you're top net worth at level 15, it means you're close to Radiance. So just it's that almost unmatched in Dota. I can't think of an item pickup that early that is as impactful as the Spectre Radiance. It's just crazy, because nobody is ready to deal with that amount of damage at that point in time. So with that in mind, it's looking very, very good for Liquid, but we've seen what IG can do with their team fight, so if they can set it up again,
here we go.
Could be scary. There we go. They're trying for it again.
XXS was able to do it last time.
Blink Dagger on Shaker to keep in mind. Echo is on cooldown for 40.
How long to the horn? Still quite a while.
IG
Oh, 15 seconds. They kind of have to react if they want.
IG won't find anything here, I think. Oh, maybe they will. Do they have a ward on anything here? I don't think they do. Liquid are holding a very good defensive position. They're going to bait in mind control.
They summon to move across. Mind control is going to be one to be gone on first. Press the attack. Able to back away a little bit. Fisher comes out to hold back 2 for GH, but the boundless strike in return will lock down the Legion long enough for OP to give him the rundown with the Flame Iron Shell combination. So that's one down.
And the right choice from Liquid. Don't commit more heroes. That could have gone very, very poorly for them. But they end up only cutting their Legion.
See if he gets some more. Gets the 2-man vacuum there. The Remnant burst forward. There's Roki out in a lot of trouble. We've got command laid down. Kuro's out. The super getting Liquid to back up. But it looks like GH will still be able to walk himself away. Actually, meanwhile in the middle, Superman, he came in. What the hell is he doing there?
Oh boy.
What?
That is really, really bad news. He was having such a great game. Gets his first death of the game, giving gold over to the Monkey King. Loses his position as top net worth, delays his Radiance.
So it looks like he wanted to haunt him with the relic, but going on to Wraith King, Burning's just picked up an armlet. That a bit of a misplay.
That has to be complete miscommunication. I don't understand this at all.
We'll have a look again here. So there's the leader from XXS. We'll see when the haunt quite comes out from Matuma. Now he pops it, and he actually jumps forward to the back. Looks like he's trying to farm under the then that's when Burning walks up in the low ground. Wraith Fire Blast straight to the face, and he's just stun locked down. Matuma heavily punished. And we could see it on the face of him there. Just instant regret.
Call bottom lane.
The final peak, and they will have the Echo into the duel.
Oh
no, he's at the ball, he's gone out! Oh! Okie dokie, boys. We've got a game on our hands. Liquid may have got some good fights, but IG now, with the slight, literally outplays.
This kill requires pretty much perfect execution. They need to not overlap. H needs to time them perfectly so he gets the full duration, and then they need to duel. I think there was a slight overlap there, and that extra 100 damage would have been the kill.
This game.
And because the ideal thing is that you get duel off after all the shaker stuns have come out, because then he can. I think it was the overlap here. We're gonna see it now. Here comes the stun, the nuke, and now he's gonna duel during Fisher. So now there's no chance of procs for Legion. The taunt is running. He's gonna drop down to about 150. There's the first moment of courage for him, because OP finally gets. That is executed. Sure.
The overbid in the duel costing them that kill. Liquid need to keep a cool head. No pressure in this game.
All abilities ready again for IG. And they are very aggressive now. And Burning gets to play Dota now. His hero is back in the game.
He really is. He received a lot of hate in this early game. But now net worth, as you mentioned, climbing back in. Pretty much even between these two sides.
Middle tower is under attack.
Full tier 2 at no cost as it looks. I think they can maybe hold this mid tier. Maybe not. Maybe they're scared that Liquid are set up. No, they are just moving the dark here, so we'll defend both of their lanes. And IG have managed to pull this back very, very quickly.
Boka chasing it. Strikes the back of Kuroki. Thinking about this.
And Liquid have so many wards in the enemy jungle. They have
4 observers.
5 wards on the map right now for them. 4 of them in this tight little spot around the mid tier 1 area at the shrine. 1 expires now. It's some good information for them to play off that could set them up a nice fight. They have that and Haunt.
20 seconds until Echo Slam as well. And both teams with all ultimates at the ready. Could be getting ready to buckle in for another full-scale team fight. Radiant's complete, but nicely done, yeah. Brilliantly timed.
This is an exceptional item this game. Every single hero on Liquid's lineup has magic damage.
It does so much.
So it's not just... I think people, when they think about Pipe, they think so much about the barrier, which is, of course, a really big part of the item. But it's still also just the aura health regen, it adds up, and the magic resistance aura as well. Like, when there's so much magic damage, mitigating 10%, it makes a big difference in these fights, for sure. Will play a very big role here if Darkseer doesn't die early. And to be honest, what are the odds of that? Not that great. They kind of have to catch him with duel.
With him being as farmed as he is, and do you really want to be dueling the Darkseer? That's kind of the position Liquid are put into. Yep. So many other heroes that really want to control in this fight. See what they can get. GH could get something big. He's smoked up on the sideline. Echo Slam is available.
If they go on Burning, they're going to get completely trashed.
They have to wait for IG to move forward.
No way they can go on Burning.
Maybe trying to bait them in for some sort of a play. Already back here. Oh, he tried to blink back with a vision for the high ground. The Monkey catches him out. Astral controlling the Earth.
Burning, the Phoenix.
Focusing Miracle, trying to bring down the OD. They found him. Miracle's down and down. Jig. He's got the Echo Slam off. OP being pushed, not enough damage. IG doing it here. They're taken 2. They'll get themselves a third. The start of a successful. Can't see any hope of Matuma Man's escape. IG with a beautiful team fight. The vision from the Monkey King really catching Liquid off guard.
Finding Shaker is, just as in the last game, extremely important for their lineup. It was a very nice attempt here from Liquid. I'm guessing we're going to have a replay of this. The Legion commander jumped in, dueling the Phoenix before the Icarus dive, or during the Icarus dive, as a matter of fact. They came back and super almost killed by Kuro, but gets the Nova off. Totally disappointed if it doesn't.
I mean, GH is like, it's alright, they don't see me instantly. As soon as Boboka's on that high ground, bam, Boundless Strike is there. And it just goes.
Keep an eye on Phoenix here. He's dueled at the bottom. We can't see it. It's off the screen right now. Now it comes down to him. Super low.
Oh my goodness.
Back into wall, slowing them in the supernova. And that is the deciding factor. And Matumba is stuck as well. Flashbacks to his last Spectre, or not last Spectre game, but a Spectre game of yesterday where he got stuck in the trees as well. It can be a bit tricky with that Spectre sometimes. And suddenly IG actually take a commanding lead in this game.
This is going back and forth, back and forth.
But this is to be comfort zone for Liquid. You're behind with Spectre in the mid-game, standard stuff.
Yeah,
like every other game. Now they start playing like they usually.
Absolutely.
But I do think this Raid King pick in a way is a bit of a stroke of genius. I think it's great against the Legion. I think it's great against the way that you want to play Shaker. Just jump in, get a key pick, and nobody on Liquid really wants to go on him. And I said the OG is a good pick, and I still stand by that. I think it's choice, but the rest of their lineup is really not good against Wraith. Spectre isn't good either, until he has Manta Diffusal.
And he's still away off the Matuma banner. We'll need a bit more time to get those two complete. But there we have it. Roche to full, able to do it very quick with Burning's recent pickup, the Desolator on it. People grab the Aegis.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
It's
attack.
going to be a huge annoyance in these fights, doing a lot of damage with these remnant initiations that he's been able to pull off.
Oh, Radiant's bottom tower is
there's a
under
Blink Dagger on
attack.
XXS now. Was that what you just said?
No.
Good.
But you want to.
I can buy it.
You know what I'm liking about XXS as well? He says, I'm the carry. Uni's health regen, 120 damage. Those karate chops, they're gonna hurt.
It seems to be the preferred choice in most cases. I think it varies a little bit, but I want to say, I don't know, 8 out of 10 games maybe we see the Darkseers getting the damage. It increases your farming speed. You may get a couple of hits off during the fight after you've cast all your spells. The HP regen is good in some scenarios. I think that this game has its merits. Staying full HP against the Haunting Spectre, for example. Being able to just weave in and out of the fight after you've taken a couple of nukes. For all intents and purposes, XXF does like the damage here. Bottom lane, GH gets spotted!
I found you! GH will
Get out of there.
immediately though. No answer for that from Kiev.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Actually, this is very unusual.
Radiant's middle tower is destroyed.
No Midas on the Phoenix going straight into Shiva. He found his level 12 already, which is the big breaking point for Phoenix. I think it's a massive upgrade, getting those extra 3 hits on the Supernova at this point in the game. And that's something we haven't touched upon too much either. It's actually, Liquid's heroes suck at destroying the eggs. They have really bad...
The Legion's pretty good.
Legion is pretty
the attack
but that's the only thing they have. OD is very bad attack speed. Spectre isn't at that point yet either. Shaker can't touch the egg really. Crystal Maiden, awful. So, you, with this Phoenix, has had good plays so far this game. Let's see if he can keep it up. Definitely poised to bring IG into the set. What can Liquid do here? So there's almost a Yasha up for Matumba. Pressing towards the Manta style. Will be useful against light chains in particular.
But the BKB now complete for Miracle.
Big item. IG's lineup isn't the best against it, but it's also not the worst. Wraith King is a bit of a wild card. So Monkey King working into what the Basher. Oh, bottom lane. Actually missed.
Ooh, Astral Edge, a dark great fight. But
Miracle.
Surround Miracle will BKB with a damage is too much. Bringing him. Can he actually get away here? It looks like he will. Miracle does take a hell of a lot of damage. The control not there. Thanks to the Magic community.
I believe the Boundless Strike of Bubblegum missed. Pretty sure. Something about that age from IG went a little bit awry, and that's crucial for Liquid not to lose their OD there. He would have died without buyback. Could have maybe been a bit scary on their high ground, or at least at the Roshan area. Oh, actually, never mind, there's no Roche. And the mid tier 2. Probably. The wave is in an all-right position. OD's death timer currently will be about 50 seconds. 60 maybe? Close to? 50.
With the Blink Dagger now, and in situations like that, having that extra bit of chase potential certainly could enable kills to follow through. But of course, this game being picked up by Baboka, very much just trying to keep himself alive during the Wukong's command.
Again, when they get this Basher on Monkey King, that's what's tricky for the OD. Even in BKB, he can get controlled just by the Monkey King alone. It's very hard to fight into. He doesn't want to go in Burning. Burning man fighting him will just let out win. Oh, that's a very aggressive play from Bulbaka here.
Ooh, they want to go right here. They're moving in incredibly deep. Remnant burst onto Miracle. Elastral himself, but he's going to be out there at a very unfortunate time. He'll pop the BKB. But of course, the stun from the Supernova going through it. Horn comes out, Miracle turns, drops the sanity, he does fall. But Liquid are looking to try and fight back. Foul! Onto there from XX. Dropo, Burning survives, brings down a second. Kuroki to fall as well. Just on the escape, and Matuma Man's trying to run, but the chains are out. Burning keeping himself alive for the moment being with the arm, toggling finally. But the reincarnate slow is causing issues. GH goes to the TP out, will make it. At OP, out of the Aegis, is back with the second life. Liquid losing 3 and both of their big cores.
That was so close to being a disaster for Liquid. They kind of salvaged it there, to be honest. The way IG engaged with the Aegis advantage and the Wraith King ultimate online there. OD got a great ultimate off. Legion escaped by the skin of her teeth, like 5% HP I think he got out with. They do manage to hold their tower, so all things considered, that could have gone way worse for Liquid, but IG, more than anything, probably just wanted to use their Aegis, to be honest. It would have expired now anyway, so that's why they went for this super aggressive play. Oh, yeah, he's in the middle of nowhere.
That Raptor
Oh, what is
burning.
this?
He said, I ain't got reincarnate, but I want to farm some magents, and
Oh, nice shrine as well.
yeah, a bit of, well, I'd say a bit, pretty massive mistake there for burning to mate. And, well, with that in hand, I think if you're Liquid, you're very happy with that last minute of play.
That pretty much brings it back to even from before that fight. Now, big item is coming up. I think this basher on Bo3 is going to make a very big difference. If Liquid don't manage to find him, as they were so good at in the game with the Spectre, they don't get in on Bo3.
Oh, hello, GH, wanting the solo kill, and well, oh, come on. That's a report for the Legion.
I actually think that was a really good play.
I know, it looked like he may have just managed to zip away if then you'd be angry. But you got to feel for GH.
It's not that, but if Legion doesn't KS, I think Shaker dies, actually. Just that little bit of extra time he would have had to get kill would have been enough for IG to respond. GH is always great at finding opportunities in this first. Shaker really understands the limits of what he get away with. We have another great game on our hands here. Very close one again.
Yep. Just as we like them. Just as we like them. Basher, now done for the Monkey King. And as you mentioned before, huge issue for Liquid in these team fights if Provokers able to get a good duration out of the Wukongs.
I think this hero is really good against LG, to be honest. Oh, mid lane, they tried for Matumba here.
Matumba does have
No
one
Manta yet.
available. Miracle's going to be there with the defensive Astral. Very nicely done. We'll buy some time from here. Then he's bringing more Liquid. Mike shot. Jumped in with the jewel onto OP out down. The wall's being put. They have the Supernova. Liquid not looking to take down the Supernova. They have to deal with Burning. Burning, a huge threat for them at the moment. There's none successful from Supernova. Bo3 manning up against Matumba Man. It's not quite enough. Matumba Man will take damage too much for the Monkey King to deal with. It's 2 for 2 at the moment. Burning, ticking down low, but he zips in. Final crit to the face of Kuroki. Finds the third.
Tumba Man needs to be careful here.
He's got to get himself out of there. Burning, searching. He's searching the woods, but someone will manage to escape the Wraith King.
I feel like every time I look at Mind Control after a team fight, he has 5% health. Always gets out of course. I'm gonna let it freaking out. It's deceiving.
Dire's mid tower's under attack.
Something that's important to keep in mind with these fights is OG is using BKB every single fight. There's no BKB used by the Radiant at all. And this is a full game deficit that Liquid will have to deal with. OD without BKB against the Radiant lineup. Super difficult game for Miracle to play later on.
Again, look at this start off. XXS was sort of initiated. So those small little vacuum dragbacks, putting Liquid into a slightly awkward position is a really nice reaction from Mind Control. Getting OP out of the fight straight away, but the fact that they just can't kill the egg, they have to getting off their targets, and the Supernova being successful just puts Liquid in a disastrous position. But Tumba Man very lucky to survive there. One more bash and he would have been going down.
Absolutely. Goes to show how much this Monkey King is doing in this game. He's having a way better time than the previous one. Working toward a Blade Mail. I guess the idea is, okay, if I have a Blade Mail, Matumba Man, if he wants to kill, he's going to pay for it. It's going to cost him a lot. And changed his mind. Now hasn't bought any of the chainmail components. He's committing for it. Push. Potential spawn time is up yet. And IG are trying to control the area as they should. BKB on the way for burning and 500 gold.
Mission of Miracle here. Miracle, he doesn't actually have any backup anywhere near him. He's down and down 60.
Well, this reminds me of game number 1-0, and there's this bad pickup on Miracle in the mid lane. And this time he doesn't have buyback. That game it was TA, he had it.
This could be racked. Unless Liquid hits something massive. GH already starting to toy around with Burning. But they're up to the high ground. A lot of good siege potential with XXS backing up IG from behind with those auras.
Burning pushes very fast with this Desolator. Doing a lot of damage to the tower. OP acting as a zone Ember right now. Fissure.
Jason's just trying to do his best, everything that he can slow down this onslaught onto the tier 3.
It's bad news for Liquid. They are going to get the tier 2 top. Tumba getting whatever he can, but there goes the tier 3. They're going to jump in.
Jump in, Burning, looking to take out Shaker straight away for the fight. GH is gone. He does have buyback. He may need to use it at that kill. Frostbite onto Open. Change, hold back Mind Control. Rate 5 blast as well from Burn to try and get the space to finish off these racks. They'll look commit onto the main. GH once again with a Fisher looking for a perfect chance to jump in.
Great
But again,
chains.
cancelling the blink dagger. This away from this shape. Wukong Samar will be laid down, but Boka surviving through. They get the space for the melee rush. There's your Echo Slam. Onto the Monkey King. Monkey King's out and now with the chains. Onto Michael. Oh! From three. Miracle's back in the fight, but he has BKB and run. The Sanity's Eclipse not enough to hold IG back. And again, this Darkseer XXS, known for these big kind of team fight heroes such as the Magna. This game showing us he is an absolute boss on the Darkseer.
They are very, very patient. It's very impressive to see how long this IG are taking advantage. Taking so much advantage of this Wraith King ultimate, actually. They're just trying to bait Liquid. You know what? You guys are running out of time. You got to jump in at some point. And oh, we're still. Oh, you're going in. It looks pretty good for you. The slide change from OP. Crucial, keeping these two heroes at bay. So Liquid can't get in. Then what finally do? That's when they drop the back. You know, hold it the whole time.
For GH to make any sort of plays, he's just going to be a 4-star and a blink away. There's no way for him to jump.
If he wants to.
They could. Oh, and the slide into the remnant on the sidelines. OP's found one, but Tumberman got to get himself out of there. TP through to the shrine will be coming. They will back on his way. BB pop by Tumberman. OP in return popping his. They want to fight IG. Learning surge forwards. Looking for mind control. But won't quite find it as Liquid regroup towards the mid lane.
This is the Roche, I think. They still have reincarnation ready.
They've still got the DD, so this is going to fall very quickly.
See if Burning gets a crit. Come on, while you DD.
There we go.
I want to see it. What is the number? The magic number is... There we go, 2,500! What a hero.
That's a lot of critage.
He healed so much from that. So insane. Alright, now BKB almost on the way from mind control, so that's an additional tool that Liquid desperately need. This team fight from IG is so heavy. And the Wukong's command, they do bring down the Monkey King. It's really an issue for a lineup like this that Liquid has when they just can't ignore him. The Darkseer and Monkey King together, being able to vacuum them back into this Basher hellhole is a really big problem for Liquid. So every single fight, it feels like Monkey King has to die, Monkey King has to die. And you're jumping into Shaker, you Echo Slam and Fisher just to kill that guy off. But you have life. OD is having a terrible, terrible time in these fights. Who kills heroes?
How do they allow Miracle to get the damage?
I can't tell you right now. It's really tricky. He's down to 6 seconds on BKB.
I was going to say the BKB's got a lot weaker now.
And Phoenix is now level 18. It's always a no-go. Like every single time it's off, they can't even try it. He has Shiva and 18 against the lineup without attack speed. It's just not going to happen. So Liquid kind of have to find the engage around the back. That is what they're aiming for.
This is so risky though. There's a high ground Radiant ward.
I think it's the right play, to be honest. Best chance is that they get the opening.
They need to get a perfect shot on smoke. IG on the low ground. There's the Haunt. They'll see the smokes being dispelled. The man looks to lean on to Book at the other duel. Who grabs the Phoenix? So no chance for Superb to come out. Sati's Eclipse has been dropped. They've eliminated the Phoenix. They've lost Kuroki though. BKB's from IG causing issues. Jump from Burning as he crits down the Shaker. But Boka's still alive.
Oh,
No! In the trees! Nowhere for the Tumba to run! And we're down a third. Kill for Burning. You may have beat down in the early game, dying 3 times before he hit that level 6. But Burning coming back with a fueling fire, passion and rage. And they just can't do anything about it.
This could be game on this. 60 seconds on Spectre, no buyback. Liquid. They were looking really good in game number 2. They were looking great in the early game of this one, but IG's line really came together.
There's no ultimates. OP jumping in Miracle. Okay, for the time being by my control, press the attack. OP rooted up. Now up and down with the jewel. They'll actually be able to pop him. Of course, just the once. He's going to be back with the Aegis. The mega creeps are coming in with the last racks alive. Mind control jumping forward as well. GH doesn't have the Echo Sap with the floor, they're controlling Baboga. Miracle pops the BKB, but again Burning. Look at this man's crits surging away. Will pop once. They've managed to get the reincarnation off and down. OP just back in. XXS with the vacuum wall. It's gonna be all over. Miracle will buy back. GG is called.